Hello and welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Today I have 3 unboxings from Bella Art Diamonds, and I bought those in March. I hadn't planned on buying any diamond paintings in March. I was on a low buy, but Bella Art had a huge sale, and they also had it virtually. It was a live virtual sale, and Nicole had several diamond paintings I've been looking at for a while. She had them on sale, and they were on sale, I guess you could even say clearance, on the ones that I purchased, because she is going with, or they are going with, another manufacturer, and some of the ones that they had in their stash in their shop, they do not plan on redoing those or sending those over for the new manufacturer. And so I had gotten these 3 for around $60 or $70 for all 3 diamond paintings. Now shipping you had to pay the full price on, because this was the sale. They were not making any money. You also did not receive one of the really nice trays that Jamie 3D prints, and they were going to give you the little green trays if you wanted them. I told her I didn't need it, that she could just save those, use those for something else, because I don't use those trays anyway. When I go and do these unboxings with you guys today, I'm not going to go over details like this is what the box looks like, or this is how the canvas looks, or any information, because these are going to be different if you get them because of a new manufacturer. It may be similar, I don't know, but I didn't want to show you something that may or may not be carried forward with their new manufacturer. But I'm going to be putting these in my collection and working on them possibly in the evenings sometime, not really soon, but maybe hopefully this year, because I need something smaller instead of the big ones that I'm working on right now. I hope that you enjoy what I have purchased, and let me know which one is your favorite. I'm going to turn us around and let's get started. I have these 3 that I purchased from Bella Art Diamonds. 2 of them are in the Bella Art Diamonds box, and then the other one is from Mary's Diamonds box. This was a company that Bella Art purchased and then ended up changing the name from Mary's Diamonds to Bella Art to match their Bella Art de Nicole company. And I was fine with the box, no problem at all. I'm going to be putting these in my collection. I'm not going to start working on any of these immediately. This one is the smallest. I am going to be looking at some of my smaller diamond paintings, because I have so many large ones right now in my work in progress rotation that I really need something small, especially to work on in the evenings. So let's go ahead and dive in. We'll just start with the smallest one first. Also, when Nicole had this huge sale, she did state that these would not come with their updated, their really nice 3D printed trays that come with all of their canvases, and I was perfectly fine with that. I did end up purchasing, I think, 23 of the small trays, and then I think I got 7 or so of the larger trays, and I was 5 short on the larger trays. Those were also that she had some sales to the ones that she already currently had. So I'm excited about that, but I need to buy 5 more of the larger ones. I can't count. This is in a dust cover here. I don't always put my dust covers back on. I probably should, but I don't. I keep the box. I think keeping it in the box has worked just fine for me. They don't get dusty or anything. I do like to keep my boxes. She did also state that if we wanted to, she could give us a toolkit that had just the green tray in it. I told her she could just keep those, that I really didn't need it. And all of these are from her former manufacturer. They're going to a new manufacturer, so these will not be printed again, and that's why they were such a good deal. I'm going to roll this backwards. We can do this because this is a poured glue. It's not double-sided adhesive. This does help to flatten it out. You can also leave this out. You can put books or something heavy on it, and it tends to straighten out on its own. But this is a faster way to do it. I think this is adorable. This is called a Plenty. It is from Maria Overlay. It is a 45 by 61 centimeter, or it's a 17.72 by 24.02 inches. There are 65 colors, and this is a square kit. So I saw this and I really, really liked it. I thought that it would be perfect for Christmas or really in the fall, because we have a lot of deer in our area and we see them all the time. So I thought it didn't really have to be Christmas just because it's a deer. I thought that this would work really pretty much for fall, because there's a lot of fall colors in here, or really any time. And there's a lot of color blocking I can see on here. There's a lot of dark here, but I liked it because it wasn't just all black throughout. There's also color up here at the top, and I like the fact that it is a deer. I liked all the color down here with these flowers here, and then all of really, this looks more on over here like bubbles, even though it's not bubbles, but it's got different colors in it, so it's going to be really pretty there. And I really like the antlers. I don't know why, but the antlers really did it for me on this one, and the nose. So I just saw this one, thought this would be really cute, really pretty, and I got all these for a great deal. You could not beat the discount that she had. Also, I didn't mention this, but on the box here, let me lay the box down. The box does have what is in here on the end. I'm not going to go through all the box information. We do get a sticker sheet, which I am very proud of. I love my sticker sheets. It does say Bella Art Day Nicole on here. It tells you what this is. I will cut this out, put this in my logbook, change my logbook for this year. I'm going to see how I like it. I'm not sure. I'll have to share that with you guys sometime. This is individual cut. These are kind of large. I usually cut the schematic number off and just have the symbol and then the DMC numbers on here, just because it fits better on my containers. It does have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ABs. So that is very nice. I'm not going to take these out just for the fact that I want to be able to put this back into my box. I want them to be in really good order. I'm assuming that D is 310. Yes, it is. So all of those that's here, all that black that you see and all around here up through here, that's all 310. So that's going to be our black. And then of course on this side too. But here's our colors. Look at this lime green. That is really pretty. That's an AB. That's really pretty. It doesn't want to focus very well today. But look at all these colors. To be a dark painting, it has some really pretty, bright and vivid colors. Like there's that purplish pink there. We got some blues, lots of blacks in here. And then that's a really pretty yellow. So maybe it looks better this way. So that is this painting. There is a toolkit in here. And again, there's not a tray because since it was so reasonably priced, she didn't do trays. She would lose a lot of money on that one. The only thing that I keep for myself in the toolkit, I love their tweezers. I keep tweezers out. The others I give to the high schoolers for their art department. And then we have some washi here. I will put that in my 100,000 rolls of washi. Not really, but I do. And there's also a pen in here. And I told her if she wanted to even keep the toolkit, she could, but it's wrapped up within the actual canvas, so she did not do that. So that's the first one. Again, it's called A Plenty by Maria Overlay, and it's a 45 by 61 square. All right, this next one is called Pink Mermaid. I absolutely love mermaids. I've been looking at this one on her website for a while, and I kept telling myself, you know, you really don't need another mermaid. You don't really need another canvas. And then when I was watching one of her lives and saw that this was one of them, I had to get it. And I hadn't planned on buying any diamond paintings in March. I was going to be really good, but when she had these sales, I just couldn't resist. I love a good sale, especially on diamond paintings. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put this here. I'm going to roll this backwards again. There's something on the canvas. That's fine. It's on the back. All right, here is this one. Look how pretty that she is. I can't get all of this on canvas on camera, but that's okay. There's going to be a lot on the background here. It's a lot of color blocking, but it's more line blocking than color blocking, and I'm okay with that. It's going to be a lot of the same color here. All of that background is the same color, but then you've got a lot of this that's going through here that's different colors. Some that's darker here. And then we do have 42 colors here, 60 by 60, so that's a really good size. And I did not mention on Bella Arts, they have their schematic on the left going in the right direction, and then it's upside down on the right. I'm assuming that with their new manufacturer, that's not going to change. This also says Bella Art Diamonds on here. And this is another one that they're going to discontinue. But that's really pretty. Love her face and her hair. And this is what our thumbnail is going to look like. So you can see all those little blobs there. You can't really tell what that is on camera. I guess you can when you step away. Those are fish, I believe. That's what it looks like. Yes, that's fish. And then she is very, very light. So it's going to be a lot of light colors there. And it looks like there's some color blocking, some line blocking in with her tail. There's also going to be a little bit of confetti in this, but I don't think a whole lot. But there is the picture of that. I think she's really pretty. And here are our colors for this one. I didn't mention, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 ABs and 1, 2, looks like 3, I don't know what they call them, but they're fairy dust, sparkle dust. This is a round, it doesn't say. I need to write these down of what everyone calls, all the different companies that calls their special drills. But this is really pretty. Of course, it's a lot of blues in here. There's a lot of pinks. There's a light, kind of a cream color there. Bright yellow. That's probably going to be in her hair, I would imagine. Going to be a lot of blues in here. So when I go to work on this one, I'll probably work on something else besides this, because I always do. And I'll make sure that I don't have the same colors. I love this color here. That's the AB. And then we get another toolkit. Same thing is in it. You have your wax. You also have looks like there's ice cream on that one. There's your washi. You get whatever you get. I don't know if they just put it in there, but it may not be the same washi that I get. But I do really like this one. I've done several of Bella Arts, and it's really good quality. I have done squares and rounds and liked both of hers. So that's one of the reasons why I did not go ahead and show you what it looks like, because I do have several completions. I have done some sneak peeks for her, and I have completed the canvases as well as just shown you some sections of it. So that's our second one. This one is called Merchant. It's licensed by, looks like Vicky. It's 55 by 55 centimeters, or a 21.65 by 21.65 centimeter with 52 colors. It is a round diamond painting. Normally, I would not buy something like this because it is just really cartoonish, and I don't do cartoon diamond paintings. I've been looking at this and I thought, yeah, that's really cute. I'd like to have it, but first of all, it's a round. Second of all, it's very cartoonish. But this was on sale for like $17. And I thought, for $17, you can't beat that. And it's cute. It's a cat. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and get this one because I had been looking at it and kept passing over it. It does have a lot of color blocking on the background, all of those D's there. And that's going to be a 471. It's a darker green, possibly. But look at the top of this. I think it was really cute. And I like that it's drinking out of a little orange. It looks like over here has the close sign. So I thought that would be something that I can just do pretty quickly. And it's something I would be perfect for me to do in the evenings. And that's one of the reasons why I got it. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, has 3 ABs. This one is an older one because it does still say Mary's Diamonds at the top there. And then it says, marysdiamonds.com, and then also Bella Art and Nicole.com. So this one is older. That's one of the reasons why that it was so reasonable. But here are the colors. And the drills, I have done Mary's Diamonds before too. And their drills were okay. They weren't just great. They weren't bad, but they were okay. The canvases were always pretty good. And I thought this would be, ideal for something just for me to do, maybe for Paige to do. And then here is what this looks like. And this one still says Mary's Diamonds on here. So that's what it's going to look like finished. I thought that was really sweet. And it does have, these are individual, just like the others. So nothing has changed there. These are large stickers. So again, I will cut off the schematic number and just leave that with the actual DMC number and then the symbol. That's usually how I work anyway. And that probably will be how I will also kit it up. One thing that I really do like about Bella Art is that they do have 1 through 8, and that's 1 through 8. So you don't have to worry about if you don't use containers, and if you just want to use the actual bags, and you can just put these on there. You don't have to worry about is number 8 8 or is it 6. I've been dealing with that on an art dot that I'm working on. That number, and I just have my containers labeled 1 through 30. And 1 is not a 1, and I'm really getting confused on that one, so I have to be really careful with that. But again, we have a toolkit. It does have tweezers. I'll take the tweezers out for me. I will also take the washi out for me, and then everything else I will give to my friend who teaches high school art. That's all I have for you today, guys. I just wanted to do something short and simple for you, and didn't really want to go into a lot of detail on Bella Art because they are getting the new manufacturer, and I don't know what's going to change and what's going to be different. And once she gets rid of all of the ones from the current manufacturer, she's not going to have a lot of those renderings. Some she's still going to, but some she's not. And so the ones that she's not are the ones that I bought. Hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye!